both teams totally laser focused on scoring more goals, producing more offense today.
Starting lineups brought to you by the Study University City as now we take a look at Faceoff. Villanova this year better than 54%. Meanwhile, Penn, it's been a sore spot at under 39% for the Quakers. And, of course, they've had to shuffle some personnel as well. Stevie Davis, the freshman, trying to compete here. And Tyler Sandoval comes up with the win. Sandoval one-hands it to his goalie, and we are underway here.
It's 1-0. Penn on the board first.
Any temptation if you're Villanova to pull off a 10-man ride, knowing that that's somewhere in the bag, or is that such a 1 in a million shot that they're not worried about that?
I'm not sure it's a 1 in a million, Joe, but it might be a 1 in 100. I mean, another good win. And there's Melchioni, right? Clean ground ball and move.
Just the standard, give and go dish lacrosse goal. After you get a taste of the full field, you can never go back, George.
Joe, you're falling in love with that play. You were falling in love with that full field. There's Melchioni. He's very slick. And so, it's funny that Villanova's had some good shots offensively.
Tight first quarter.
This is kind of what we were expecting a little bit, Joe. Both teams are not offensive powerhouses, or at least not yet. And so you've got kind of a 2-0 game. Villanova winning another face-off, so that's becoming a pattern for Villanova. They've just got to get untracked offensively.
We mentioned Villanova over 54%.
That guy now. He is that guy.
14-game point streak for Skane. That leads the team. And, of course, his older sister, Izzy, won the Tuaraton Award at Northwestern. So certainly a rich lacrosse family there.
No doubt. We're going to see some different people today in different formations. There's a good example, right? You're putting people in different spots and giving them a chance. And that time, Grayson got a clean look at the goal. I thought it was going wide, but it went in. Here's Luke Williams, but he's trapped.
Ben Smith coming in from the back here. Williams somehow with it. Duct tape in his stick to keep this ball. You've got to be kidding me with Williams.
That was wild. What a great
10. And anything's possible. Lacrosse is completely a game of runs. However, given how Penn has defended and Villanova has scored, it feels like 10 rather than 5.
It does have that feeling. I was at a game last night, which I actually watched with Mike Murphy, between Malvern Prep and McDonough. Unreal game. But Malvern Prep was up 5-0. Next thing you knew, it was 6-5. So if Villanova can get going.
Penn moves to 6-0 now. You talk about player development by Mike Murphy, because he's not a guy who came in and exploded onto the scene as a freshman, was not a massive, massive scoring contributor last year, but he's one of Penn's most reliable scorers this year.
Yeah, no doubt. It's great player development, and it's also what we talked about earlier, Joe. It's confidence. When you start scoring, you think you're going to score more. So
I want to make sure.
I did look up, but
okay.
the stands are so tall. Another face-off. Oh, didn't get it.
Now a flag's going to be coming against Penn.
I wonder why they would have stopped the play there, though, because Villanova had possession.
Anthony McMullen's going to be run.
Great face-off. Nice face-off win.
Sandoval comes up with it. Gets dumped for his trouble. Another penalty coming up on Penn.
Oh.
Great catch in the offensive end for David.
Looks like Penn is. Can you see that far, Joe?
That would be Will Roberts, who has taken some draws for Penn this season, number 40. Comes up with the win there.
He also got away with a grab, too. Was guessing to go off stick side. He comes down the stick side and gets it. There's Roberts.
Roberts pulls it back again. Another face-off win. Back-to-back there for Penn, and now the ride is on for Villanova. Griffin Skane.
And now Villanova's still time-served penalty, right? So you can see here on our face-off side, Joe, there's no player on the wing for Villanova.
Wonder if Roberts will come this way. Ball does skew out that way. Skane trying to get there. Ball on the floor.
It was off Villanova so far.
Shoveled back into the other end.
What a smart play that was.
And Villanova comes up with it. Look out here. It's Mac Probisky. In on tight, and he scores. What a play by Villanova. Huge answer. Probisky, his second of the year, but the senior gets a big one in that spot.
That's an incredible play by Villanova. First of all, to save the ball from going out of bounds. Here comes the play. Not only does he save it, he gets it across the midfield stripe to his end. This guy, Probisky, picks it up on the clean run. right? So important, those first-time ground balls. Boom, off stick low. That's a great play. And the game's starting to open up a little bit, Joe, which is great, right? You're seeing guys running up and down the field. People are making plays. This is the game we were kind of hoping for. Still, time serve penalty. 13 seconds left in the foul. Penn had a decent shot at that ground ball, too. They didn't get it, right? You coach these kids and you talk about first-time ground balls. When you have the first shot at, you got to get it. Because if you don't, it becomes a scrum and it could go anywhere.
Roberts, another opportunity here. Ryan Cunningham getting the chance to go against Roberts, who lost his stick. So Cunningham gets this win. Threw it away, though.
God, after all that. We've talked a lot, Joe, about how it's a game of runs, right? Penn had that run to 6-0. Villanova goes a 6-3, I think it was, right? And now Penn's got their run come up. Oh, he missed that first-time ground ball.
Penn scoops this up. Lavelle sharing with Carroll, and now the ride is on. See how far
Faceoff X, that's really made a difference. And some guys in the face-off world just match up better with other guys. It doesn't necessarily make sense. He's got to put two hands on his stick. So Roberts has a habit of pulling his left hand off, and they're going to call that free hand push. Refs love that call. He's got to keep two hands off. I wonder if somebody's going to try to flip it forward and cause a fast break.
Just under 11 seconds left. We'll see. Roberts does flip it forward.
Two hands.
Not a clean win. Ball on the ground, and that's how this third period wraps up. Villanova eats into Penn's lead. It was 6 at halftime. Now it's 4.
It's going, though, right? The Leo Hoffmans and the Lucchese's and the Cam Rubens, for crying out loud. They got to get these guys going.
Another face-off win for Roberts. He's been kind of cooking against Tyler Sandoval.
That's made a huge difference for Penn because they were sideways.
So 9-6. Like you said, Penn, despite starting to win some face-offs, not that one.
Roberts almost had that draw. I don't think he knew where the ball was. I think he could find it.
First team All-Ivy selection a season ago.
Big face here.
You know, it's interesting, too, talking about Ruben as Penn.
Oh, no, two of them had it.
Finally able to come up with that face-off.
Whoa!
Carroll had to make a save, friendly fire. What was...
We started this broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely right. Both teams kind of looking for those answers offensively. Penn's still not where they want to be, but a step in the right direction.
Great forward face-off by Villanova. Thought they might have gotten a break off that.
Sandoval, the Fogo, bang. Time's already come off of those. As it is, Villanova trailing 11-7, monster face-off in this one. Roberts can't win it for Penn. Melchione shovels it ahead.
Licata from X with Lavelle with a full head of steam coming at him.
17 out of the last 23 have been decided by 3 or fewer goals. Unless Penn's able to score here, this is going to be added to that rank.
Watch your back.
Roberts stripped. And that's how this one wraps up. Final score, Penn 11, Villanova 8. Penn improves to 3-3 on the season. Villanova drops to 2.